Right. This is where Spider is at nighttime. He takes his web down, but it's right here. He puts it like that. I have his big ass, but I deleted him. And there's another one over here too.
And I touched him. And he ran. He's like, whoa, you're not supposed to do that, man. I was like,
Most spiders aren't really trying to bite anybody. They're just trying to catch the bugs that you want them to be. You want them to catch them. So, my dad can't talk. He's going to use the thing, okay? Say it.
Hi.
Hello.
Hello.
Spoiler alert. Most people know that. Most people know that. Yeah, I know. And what happens... Oh, my God. The spider lost his life. What happened, spider? Damn, I'm getting... This is the spider. This one has fallen. Wait, nope. It just looked like it. That's what the spider looked like. Oh, that's crazy. When you don't have a voice... Sorry. You can't just call people. They hang up on him. He gets calls all the time on his phone. And I do a lot of it. Because I can get on the phone, I can call, I can write shit down. I can call people. They'll answer me. I can talk fast. I can think fast. So I get to do that. I have to do a lot of emails for him because he doesn't do emails. He can't see, and he's going blind type shit. So amongst the things that I do for him, which I'm able, they pay me. They don't pay me much, but they do, and I do it. I do it. I'm about to do a shitload of it called The Kitchen. I've got to go over my dream that I had or kept having. I was in a weird version of my high school where there was a futuristic element to it that was achieved, I guess. I remember going outside and looking at the next buildings that were over, and they were gigantic, and there was like a giant crane, on the building. It was fucking pretty crazy. Then there was I ran into Kelly Bundy 2 or 3 times, and I was like, why don't I have any classes with Kelly Bundy? She's so fucking hot. I really like her. Oh, she's older than you. I was like, oh yeah. But I talked to her. I knew who she was. She looked younger than probably she actually is. I don't know how much older than me she is. She's probably 10 years older or something like that. I don't know. Always. Look, I'm a man. I'm a little bit dense. Especially when I'm left to my own devices. So I see Kelly Bundy in my dream because it's school. I am going to dream school, okay? I know I am. Why am I looking for her? She's already doing the school ahead of me. Indigo Angel. Yeah, it is. I go and look up Kelly Bundy, and I know I'm going to see Kelly Bundy in some red outfit. She is. So is Indigo Angel. She turned into Kelly McEnany, too. So I'm listening to this stuff, and I know it applies to my life. So it's not any different for me than anyone else. That's why I'm sharing it like that. Obviously, I'm finding out and putting it together as I go. Look, I just liked Kelly Bundy a lot when I was younger. So she would be the most appropriate symbol for me to use myself to tell myself something.
And all of the genocidal acts that both men and women do ultimately share. And so personally spoke on the Lemurian implants and tags, and what I've been finding is that there are also specific core wounding that the masculine in particular are dealing with at the core of a lot of their, toxic feminine, toxic masculine wounding that's, very much hidden up underneath in the unconscious and the subconscious and all of the emotional layers of their field, their auric field, their astral field, all of their spiritual bodies. And essentially, a lot of those core world wounds that the masculine experienced from the Lemurian time have caused a lot of these deep trust issues with the feminine, from ultimately being betrayed by the feminine. And so I can really see this energy signature that is within divine masculines who are twin flames, who are fifth dimensional soul counterparts, who were ascended masters of the Yanas, and they were a part of the Ioni massacre. Many of the men of this time were ultimately, separated from their divine counterparts, and a lot of this was done under the guise of trickery, and some of the men were even murdered during this time. And so there is still a lot of deep-seated distrust that still comes up from the timeline of Lemuria for our masculines, and, just disallows them overall. They may not understand ultimately where specifically it comes from. They might be looking at their childhood traumas. They might be looking at their relationship with their mother, whatever it is, but there's this underlying distrust in the womb, distrust in feeling safe, distrust in their lovers, their partners, others. And so a lot of our masculines have these scars of deep betrayal from this time. And this is the division in which we are trying to heal at the core of our shared gender destruction codes running on this earth that have propagated, all of the distortions in the gender principles, all of the distortions in gender misery, sexual misery, gender confusion, all of these things. So I really wanted to be able to offer this healing course now that we have it in the video series, to let everyone know that this doesn't have to just be for the feminine. If the divine masculines want to purchase this course and download this course, I really think that they could also benefit from even just the healing ceremonies that were a part of this as well. So I wanted to extend this and offer this coursework to you masculines now that the container has been completed. So feel that the educational aspect of this would really expand your awareness of the feminine and the spiritual growth and work that we as women are also doing, that we have done. And I think this will give deeper understanding of ultimately where we are at as a feminine collective. And so I will be expanding even more on these topics of potential masculine tags and implants at some point. I'm just not really there yet, as each thing is a progression in itself. But as these things progress, it might be something I'm looking to work through and talk about in future.
So yeah, it's pretty. She's talking about stuff that affects me because of the recent experiences that I have. I know I have this going on with my ex. I know that we were kind of like soulmates and some different dimension shit, specifically fifth, like she said. And I have things that my ex has said that made that also the case. So with the weird way the relationship ended up and such, I already see that there's clearly work to do there internally. But like I said, I don't always know immediately what my hunches and intuitions are telling me, but I'm getting really good at finding out. And these are some of the ways that I'm led along that way, and maybe they'll help you. Please like, share, and subscribe.